talking about like starting a business up with your brother and stuff like that, what's like the biggest lesson you've learned working with your brother, especially for these two? They're starting up a business together.
Yeah, I think the thing, is it just the two of you?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys butt heads?
We did a couple days ago, yeah.
This week was like
pretty heavy.
brutal.
Yeah, brutal.
Yeah.
Me and Sam would butt heads quite a bit, but it was, then we kind of looked at like his strengths and my strengths, and we said, hey, let's kind of like split up our responsibilities, and you focus on that. If you need my help, call me, and I'll focus on this. If I need your help, I'll call you. When I call him, it still like ends up being an argument, but at least it's only when I call him, not like us sitting in the room. But I think like Sam's strength, we make millions of these a month, millions.
It's crazy.
And the whole process is crazy. The process is buying the cans, sourcing the aluminum, getting the cans made, right? Then cans labeled right. How many of what cans do we need? Getting the cans over to the brewery. Where are all the breweries? We have them all around the U.S. because the freight prices are expensive, and capacity is an issue because we're growing. Then the flavors got to go. Okay, now it's made. What states do they go to? What states? Some states do better with grape than they do variety pack. Some states, some states do better with tea than they do with Happy Mom. Some states have better do with Happy Mom than fruit punch. So now he's like the logistics of that. Who's getting what? Okay, now the state's got them. What stores? Stater Brothers wants to buy them all. Well, we can't do that because Bevmo, but we can't piss off Stater Brothers, but we can't piss off Bevmo. What about the independent guys? Oh, wow, a big, a Circle K now wants us everywhere. We got to give them some. Because the thing you can't be is once a chain like Circle K or Stater Brothers or Bevmo wants you in, you can never be out of stock. Because the one thing that stores hate is empty shelf space. It's cool for us on social media, sold out everywhere, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like the buzz and the perception of that is awesome for us, and it creates demand, but stores, like, that doesn't mean anything for us. That's lost money. That shelf space could have been given to somebody else. That's cool that demand is there, but we lost money because of you. So now he's dealing, so Sam is great at dealing with that. And it's like, I try to dip in sometimes, and I'm like, oof, I'm good. But then I'm great at, all right, who's the next big UFC fighter? Let's sign this guy. Who is? We're huge in the African American community. Snoop's been doing wonders for us. Yeah. With the flavor that we did with him, the Happy Dad Death Row. How do we grow that more? Who do we go? Do we double down with Drewski? Who else do we get into? Golf's a big market for us, but how much does Bryson cost? Is Bryson worth it, or do we go sign 100 golf micro influencers instead? You know what I mean? So that's where I do, where Sam's making sure that all the stores and everyone, that what Sam's dealing with, I would say there's only like less than 100 people in America that could handle what Sam's handling. So we split our duties up. I'll make sure the marketing is there, the buzz is there, to make sure Sam's life is easy, and his team, he has a whole team, over 100 people now, making sure that their life is easy with the marketing. So they're like, hey, listen, we're the next hot thing. Look at this. Let's look at what we're doing with golf. Look what we're doing with UFC. Look what we're doing with micro-influencers. Look what we're doing with the African-American community and the Hispanic community. His life, and then my life would be easy, is like, market it because I know it's going to sell. Send people to the store. Don't worry, it's not going to be not available. So we get our ROI on the marketing.